Hello, everyone. Welcome to Unleash Your Inner Goddess interview series featuring 21 top women experts on overcoming limiting beliefs, obstacles, and how they stepped into their power and became the successes they are today. I'm your host, Kimberly Anderson. I'm an intuitive transformational coach, and I love teaching people how to tap into their intuition and trust it, because that's a big one, release negative limiting beliefs, and step into their power, unleashing their inner goddess. I am so excited to introduce you today to Burcu. She is the founder of Joy Marketing and Coaching, and that's Joyy, and I just think that is so cute. She's from Turkey and moved to California about 3 years ago. She's a certified NLP master practitioner, professional and motivational life coach. I love all that you are. Please share with us. Tell us more about what you do.
Hi. First of all, thank you for having me on your show. I'm glad to be here. And hi, everyone. This is Burcu, and my name is a struggle. Everybody struggles in the United States. But I'm from Turkey, and as Kimberly well said, I'm the founder of Joy Marketing and Coaching. I help entrepreneurs, business owners who need to find what they really want to achieve in their business or their personal life. So I help them to find their joy and enjoy their life.
I love that. That is awesome. So you've been here for 3 years.
Yes.
That's not a very long time. Can you share with me how that all came about?
Sure. My story begins when I was lost in my life and I had to find myself what it was. I was a human resources specialist in Turkey for almost 3 years. I had a great job and everything that everyone can imagine. I had everything in my life, but my soul, that you can relate to that, it was not happy. Like something was missing in my life and I had to find what it was. So I started learning how this works, our brain, why we do what we do. And I was fascinating learning neurolinguistic programming and mastering that, becoming a life coach and learning all the stuff. And I just wanted to explore more how I can improve myself first and help others. I found my passion to become motivational speaker and inspire others. So after that decision, I quit my job. I left everything behind 3 years ago. I didn't know anyone, didn't have a job, didn't have language, people, nothing, and moved to California. Starting my life. But you know, when you listen to your intuition, I was called to come here. So I knew something great was going to happen. And it has been happening. And I'm loving that, loving helping others and loving exploring myself. So yeah, that was that.
That's amazing. That is such a bold move and just shows your strength behind it. Like, I'm just doing it. It's amazing. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. So what we do on this show is we are talking about overcoming obstacles. Obviously, you had a lot moving here. We were just kind of touching on a couple, but can you share with us something that you have gone through and what it took for you to overcome that?
Yes. I think the biggest obstacle was, and still sometimes it's coming to life, was that having the traditional culture, the society rules, I think that's the best word, society rules. I broke the society rules in Turkey because in Turkey, and I'm sure in many countries, being a woman is not easy. When you come close to the age of 30 or over 25, people expect you to have some certain things in your life. Have someone, you have to have a job, you have to get your life together.
Right.
And I was like, I'm not doing that. I don't get married right now. I don't want to have someone. I want to explore. I want to find who I am. And
Right.
that how I started. I was angry more about the society rules, but when I started changing me, I was like, this is more fascinating rather than being under all the pressure or all the other society rules and doing what people expect from me. It wasn't me. It wasn't feeding my soul. So I just believed my passion and I just trusted my gut, and I knew it was better for me to not follow those rules. So that was, I think, the belief and trust helped
Mm.
overcome that obstacle.
That's powerful. It really is, because you're going against something that's so ingrained in your culture,
Yeah.
and moving out of that. And then not only that, you moved to California. Like, wow. That is bold. I love that about you. It's just something that goes, with your spirit. Like, that was such conviction within you, and then trusting your intuition to just do it. And I think that's a lot of people struggle with that, and not even, it doesn't even have to be as severe as what you were going through, but there's all these pressures, even their own families, not necessarily even society, but families put on people.
Mhm.
You're 30, you should be married, you should have a child, you should be doing this, blah, 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 blah. That's a lot. I hear a lot of stories like that.
Mhm.
And it's crazy how stuck people feel, and then they don't have the joy, like you're talking about. Your passion is to put joy in people's lives, and there's a lot of people that don't have joy. When you work with people and you are helping them come in, find their joy, what is some of the things that you do to help them understand where that comes from?
So it's different in because I do both marketing and coaching.
Right.
If you're asking coaching, I can say it's more of a deep soul work that
Yeah.
I am. I start like from what they like to eat, what they like to drink. I do comfort zone detox for them. So
Mm.
that detox, I believe when you leave your comfort zone, whatever it is, and go somewhere outside that comfort zone, and I call the comfort zone as a bubble. So when you put your bubble, you have more air, you have more adventure that you can explore, and you can find the true yourself, because you're not in that stuck
Right.
bubble cage anymore. So I do that detox with them. I start their day, what their daily life, and then how we can find different path for them.
Mm-hmm. Do you find that, I know with my clients, I discover, and this happens to a lot of people, where they're always seeking outside stuff to make them happy and feel joy, and it's like it's inside.
It's inside.
Do you
So
find that a lot?
I do dig inside job. Yeah, it's people wanna find like tomorrow. They're like, oh, I'm demotivated. I don't know what I want. Can you tell me? I'm actually your pill. Take it tonight, and tomorrow you'll be fine. No, there's no shortcut. Unfortunately,
No.
that I can produce joy pill and give it to people, but it takes time for you to find your soul, because most people, and I several years ago, we escape from the feeling that we are feeling.
Right.
If we're stuck in the job or stuck in the relationship, but if we just like one feeling from that, we're just holding that feeling, and we're like, no, we're fine. If I quit my job, I cannot find a better one. If I leave this person, I can never find better person. Of course,
Yeah.
you're a victim. So that's what I'm teaching people, that it's possible.
I love that. It's about the belief system and overcoming those beliefs. And people don't even realize half the time that what they believe isn't even their own belief. And it's shocking and it's powerful when they have that realization.
Yes.
You know, I got to drink water. I'm sorry. Yeah, the overcoming the beliefs of that can be so, they just stop you in your tracks. You have these beliefs from, you know, maybe something that you've experienced or stuff that like the family's put on you. And when you can step outside of that and realize that, wait a minute, that's not even my own. I don't like what you did. Like you came from a culture that was, this is what you do. This is the belief system that they put in place for years, right? And you're like, nope, that doesn't feel right to me. That's so amazing. It's really powerful. And I love that that's your story because you've gone through it and you overcame it. And it's about, I mean, it's stepping into your power, literally. I love that.
Thank you.
It's amazing. It's just really an amazing story. So are there any other things that you would say that, like an obstacle that you would, well, how about language? Like you came here and you didn't even know the English language. That's an obstacle. That's huge.
Yeah, it was a huge one.
What
I mean, it's gonna be my second language forever, and probably I will be doing grammatical mistakes for forever. But the first time when I came, probably 6 months, the first 6 months, I was like, oh my God, I don't understand anything. I can't even speak because I love speaking, but I was not able to speak. I was like, oh my God, I'm stuck. I came here to be free, but I feel stuck because I can't speak my truth. So I just remember the why. I think that's the most important tool that I use for everything, every obstacle. I always remind myself and tell my clients, remember your why. Remember why you made that decision. Have you accomplished like the thing you wanted, or you're still in the process? If you're in the process, then don't ever think you're gonna give up because of this, because of that person told you that. No, because of the environment. No. So I always remind myself my why, and then I just step again out of my comfort zone that I created in the US. I was like, oh, this is my second language, maybe I can just shut my mouth and sit down and be nice, smile. No, I think I need to go to Toastmasters and speak and just go for it. I can't even watch my first videos right now because horrible English. I was like, oh my God, how I was on the stage and speaking with this language. But I had to do it.
I love that.
Out there. So that's I just jumped on the fire all the time, and I still do.
That is so incredible. I love that. Bold. You were definitely bold. That is, you know, people who, you know, it's their language their whole life don't get up and go speak, let alone barely knowing a language and doing that. That's incredible.
Thank you.
Really incredible. So you said something about that self-doubt, like, oh my God, I don't even know. I can't understand anybody. I can't do anything. And it's that self-doubt too that causes our own beliefs and our own obstacles as well, because we are our own worst enemy. Always. You know, it's that constant ego negative that's like round and round and round and round and round.
Yes.
And so what you were saying is what helped get you through that and over it was your why.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you here? Why are you doing what you're doing? That's powerful. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that? Like, how did you even go from what am I doing here to, okay, remember your why. Remember your why.
Mm-hmm. I always told myself this. So there's another reason of my there's another tool that I use. As a Leo, I'm a Leo, and I love being successful. I hate being failure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I left my whole 25 year back in Turkey. I was bold. I said this to people, and I have to do it.
Yeah.
It's like now I have businesses. Now it's more than me. Now it's more success when I make it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a little bit afraid of not able to make it. So I was forcing myself, okay, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you have to work, you have to work. If you have to do like shitty jobs to live in the United States, you have to do it. And I did. And I still do sometimes. And that's okay. Because it's a risk that you're taking for your life, for your dream.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's never easy. And you know that.
Right.
So it was both sides. One is my why, and the second is to not be a failure. I wanted to be successful so badly.
I think listening to that, it makes me think that it became more of a drive for you, knowing that you left your country to come here and be successful. And so it was like even an added pressure in a sense that you had to prove yourself, right?
Mm-hmm. It was like that. Now it is not anymore.
Right.
Not that I did accomplish my dreams. I still have more. But right now, because learning more about me and learning more deep work, learning from the world's best, I know that it's me. If I'm happy, if I'm joyful, it doesn't matter what others think. So it's different right now. It was like that at the very beginning. Now I see it. It was like a childish thinking. It's not yours anymore. It's my life and how I teach others.
Yeah. Well, and you're elevating, your dreams get bigger and change as you accomplish and set new goals. So you just keep elevating, and up leveling. And that's
True.
really exciting. So let me ask you this. What piece of advice could you give your younger self if you could?
I still carry my younger self on my neck. I have a necklace.
I love that.
I always remember my childhood because I was always like this. I always had a smile on my face, even I fell down or even if I was upset. I always put a smile on my face. And what could I tell to my young self? Maybe I can just tell her, slow down.
Mm.
You're young. Enjoy. I will tell her more. Enjoy your life. Don't worry about others.
That's really an important statement. Really powerful because again, it goes to that joy. If you think about it, you're trying to race and get to the finish line. We lose the joy because we're not enjoying the journey.
Mm-hmm.
That's really powerful. I like that. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I hope all of you like it.
I'm sure they will. So is there anything else that you would like to add that maybe I forgot to ask you or didn't think to ask you as far as obstacles or anything like that?
Obstacles. I mean, I want to share something because that's been my obstacle. It is sometimes, and I'm sure many people has the same obstacle as a woman or man. I don't know. We always think that we are not good enough for anything. It can be about career, it can be about relationship, it can be a speaker. We always think because we see from the media or from Facebook, Instagram. I mean, this is a great tool to share the message, but also people look at others and they think, oh, I didn't write the book yet. I didn't have this yet. I don't have a website. I don't have this. Oh my God. And they feel overwhelmed. And that
Mm.
that was me 3 years ago. And I look at like the biggest people, I feel overwhelmed. It takes time. It just takes time. And not everyone has the same path.
Right.
I just want people to remember this. Everybody has their own journey, and it's okay to take it slow, or it's okay to be different.
Mm-hmm.
Own yourself, own your own joy. This is life, and just go with the flow and go on your path. Don't get distracted from others.
I love that. That is, it again, it's outside of yourself, and people are always looking outside and afraid to be different, and don't feel enough.
Yeah.
Enough is enough. You are good enough. You're worthy. You're valuable. And right where you are, you're perfect right where you are. And it's so important to help people understand that, especially the younger girls. You know, us adults, we still deal with that, and we still face that on occasion, but we also have that mindset where we're like, okay, wait a minute. Let me think back to my why, or I don't want to be a failure. And you do, and you can have forward motion. But some of these younger girls that I've talked to as well have that, we're not good enough. I'm not worthy. I'm just not enough, you know, and it's definitely a conversation that needs to be had on a much bigger level, and getting that message out. And I love that you shared that. That is really awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I'm so excited to have had you here today. I just adore you. You were so incredible and bold to come here, and I love that. I love your story. You have just this beautiful light about you, and you're definitely going to go far and wide. And I'm super excited that you said yes to being a part of this series. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I loved it, and I'm looking forward to listen others.
Yeah, they're really good. I'm just so honored and grateful for the incredible women that have joined with me to do this. Like, it's powerful. I'm so excited.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.